The first card that jumped from the deck was the Incomplete Circle, and it gave me immediate chills. This card speaks of cycles that haven't truly ended. Stories that may have had a final punctuation, but deep in the soul, remain open. This person still carries within a feeling that something was left unfinished, that something between you two didn't end as it should have. And it's exactly this feeling that keeps the connection alive, even in silence. Right after came the Navigator of Silence, a card that represents someone who walked away not because of a lack of feeling, but because they didn't know how to handle everything they felt. This person went silent because their emotions were too intense, too confusing. And sometimes when one doesn't know what to do with what they feel, running away seems easier. But the heart didn't run. The heart stayed with you. The next card, the Invisible Thread, brought a very strong spiritual energy. There is a bond between you two that hasn't been broken. Despite time, distance, or new paths crossing yours, this thread remains. You know when you think about the person and suddenly they appear in a dream, or when you feel a sudden, inexplicable longing. Those are signs that the bond is still alive. And that's something the universe honors. Because this isn't just any connection. It's rare. It's ancestral. Then the deck revealed the Mirror of Destiny, a powerful card. It shows that in some way you're reflecting one another. Both of you feel, both of you think, both try to move on, yet always look back. And that is exactly what's creating a favorable energy field for a return. When two souls call out to each other at the same time, destiny moves. It listens. The Guarded Key came next. It shows that this person still keeps deep down a desire to reopen this story, as if they've hidden an emotional key in a safe place, waiting for the right moment to return and unlock everything that was shut away. They might even try to hide this from themselves, but they can't, because the memory of you is everywhere. Then came the Unplanned Reunion, and it truly moved me. This card shows that the return may happen unexpectedly. Not necessarily with declarations or formal apologies, but through a meeting that seems like coincidence, a contact that feels casual, a message that starts with a simple hi, but carries the energy of everything you two lived. The universe has its ways of acting, and here it's delicately setting the stage. Suspended Time was the next card, speaking of stagnation, a pause that seems endless, but it also shows that this pause is nearing its end, that the stillness is about to shift, that destiny's clock will tick again. There is an invisible force pushing this person back onto your path, because what is meant to be finds its way, sooner or later. Then came the Map of Longing, a card from the Spiritual Gypsy deck that shows this person has been revisiting memory places, revisiting moments, phrases, smiles, touches, and it's awakening a deep desire to reconnect. They may not say it, may not show it, but they feel it strongly. And that's the first step toward return. The soul seasons followed, showing that growth has occurred. The one who left is not the same person who will come back. Pain, distance, and time all served to shape, teach, and transform. This person had to go through an emotional winter to realize the warmth you brought. And now, spring is approaching. To close this first part, the card that appeared was the Portal of Decisions, showing that the universe will place this person in front of a choice. And they'll feel, with every part of themselves, that their path still runs through you. The return is in the hands of destiny, yes, but also in the hands of the one who feels. And what they feel for you still beats strong. After the portal of decisions, the reading deepened with the card The Silent Voice of Love. This card is tender and profound. It shows that there are unspoken feelings. Maybe due to pride, fear, or insecurity, this person holds on to words that were never said, like, I'm sorry, I miss you, I still think about us. Words that weigh inside them, that press on the chest, that echo in the silence. And returning may be the only way to finally free that truth. Next came the Wind of Regret from the Emotional Oracle. This card touched me deeply because it shows this person has reconsidered their choices. They've felt guilt. They've wanted to go back. They've wondered what would have happened if they had stayed. And more, they still wonder. They still question whether they lost the best thing they ever had. This regret is not just in the past. It's alive now. The footprints on the heart followed, showing you've left deep marks on this person's life. These are not fleeting memories. You were presence. You were affection. You were shelter. And that's not forgotten with time. Quite the opposite. It intensifies. Because when compared to other experiences, they realize the value of what they lost. And that's when the desire to return gains strength. The Wheel of Silent Destiny came next, a spiritual confirmation. The return is being woven behind the scenes of the universe. Invisible, subtle movements are drawing you two closer again. Dreams, coincidences, intuitions, these are signs from the spiritual realm. Something is being aligned. Destiny hasn't forgotten you two. The cycle is bringing you back to the meeting point. Then came a powerful card, the Lighthouse in the Darkness. This person still sees you as an emotional guidepost. Even with no contact, even with past wounds, you still illuminate a part of them. You still represent emotional safety. The memory of what you shared is a light that never went out. In hard moments, they think of you, how you made everything lighter, how your love felt like home. The next card was the Garden of Possibilities, one of the most beautiful in the reading. It shows that despite everything, this story still has fertile ground to bloom. There's still space for a new beginning, for conversation, for rebuilding. But it requires courage, honesty, surrender. And this person is starting to consider that more maturely and consciously. The desire is no longer fleeting, it's becoming a plan. Then came the Untied Knot, a very clear sign of reconciliation, of things being resolved, of resentments turning into understanding, of silences opening into dialogue. It's as if all the energies blocking the return are beginning to loosen, one by one, as if the universe is saying, now it's time, and their soul is listening. The touch of living memory closed the reading with a soft yet overwhelming energy. It shows that the return won't be just physical. It will be emotional, spiritual. It will be moved by the memory this person keeps of you, your gaze, your care, what you were together. That memory hasn't died. It's become a guide, a compass, and it's leading this person back to the path of your heart. So, yes, the cards speak clearly. The return is part of your destiny. It is being prepared. It is in motion. The reunion is written. And when it happens, it will feel like no time has passed. Because true love never gets lost. It only waits for the right time to bloom again.